Today is Groundhog Day, and the groundhog, he saw his shadow, or she saw her shadow, which means 6 more weeks of winter. And if you feel like you're living in the iconic movie with Bill Murray, you're not alone. Every day in the Biden administration feels like a repeat of the previous day of failed policy and mistakes. For one, you have COVID, it's still here. Schools, most of them are still closed. The CDC is still confusing us on a regular. The administration is still waging a war on the economy. And you have the filibuster, that hasn't gone away. And the crisis at our southern border, it's actually getting worse by the day. And the administration is trying to convince Americans that voting rights are under attack and our democracy is under peril. It feels like the same old every single day, Sean.
Yeah, but you know, it's funny though. You're absolutely right. We talk about so many of these things over and over again, and they keep pushing the rock up the hill, thinking somehow so many things are going to change. Whether it's Build Back Better, the voting rights, all the things you mentioned. You know, meanwhile, Biden is still obsessing over checking boxes when it comes to his Supreme Court nominee. You know, he's repeatedly said, we've talked about this over and over again, that he's determined to nominate a black female judge to the bench. But here's the thing, and it's just starting to come out again. He filibustered former President George W. Bush's nominee, Janice Rogers Brown, for the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals twice. In order to keep her from the court, we would potentially have a black female on the court. Here's Biden back on Face the Nation in 2005.
I can assure you that would be a very, very, very difficult fight, and she probably would be filibustered.
Wasn't she just confirmed, though? How do you invoke the extraordinary circumstances clause of the agreement of the Gang of 14 for somebody who's just been confirmed?
Because a circuit court of a judge is bound by stare decisis. They don't get to make new law. They have to abide by the, for example, she
So what you're saying is the Supreme Court's different than the appellate court. Right, okay.
Totally different ballgame.
That's really interesting.
Maybe he should take a page from his own book there.
I know, and it's funny how now he's not going to talk about this, but he prevented the first black woman from being on the court.
Yes.
And now he wants to make history by saying, I'm going to be the guy.
It's
twice he did it.
Right.
Twice he blocked her.
He held back a black woman of color, from being on the court, and now all of a sudden he's changed his tune.
I know. It's so great to be the champion of something you blocked twice.
It's sad to see. But Sean, did you know it is Black Lives Matter at School Week?
I did not.
I did not know that either till this week. Schools across America are starting to implement an incredibly dangerous set of principles that call for this disruption of the nuclear family, among other things. According to the BLM starter kit for schools. Yeah, there's a starter kit. Yep, there's a starter kit. They have a list of 4 national demands. No, you can get it on BLM's website. These are their demands: ending zero-tolerance discipline, hiring more black teachers, mandating black history and ethnic studies in K-12 curriculum, and funding counselors, not cops, in schools. They also have a list of 13 Black Lives Matter guiding principles, which include concepts like black villages, which is the disruption of the nuclear family in favor of a collective village that takes care of each other, and globalism. The problem is here, Sean, instead of being more inclusive, they're actually being exclusive. Yeah. And you talk about segregation. They're taking a step in the wrong direction here with some of these suggestions and totally ripping apart the nuclear family, which we know has been a great success.
Well, and it's actually something that has been part of the problem in hurting the success of the black families, right, in some of these neighborhoods, getting rid of fathers in those families. So it's actually moving in the wrong direction.